I will be asking one of the most asked questions in Fortnite. Should you switch to keyboard and mouse? One of the main reasons people want to make this switch is if they get a PC and they play it on console to get a better reaction time in the game. Another very big reason a lot of people want to switch is because the majority of pros play on keyboard and mouse and they think this would improve their game a lot much. So we're going to talk about if this actually does help. First, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of controller. As many know, a lot of people start off playing controller as it is the main console that you would buy if you're going to the store and getting your first gaming setup. Controller is probably easier to learn than keyboard and mouse. There's many reasons to this, such as it having aim assist and easier buttons closer together. Believe it or not, most pros started off as controller, but then after they got a PC from their console, they changed to keyboard with the slower delay time when they play on PC and keyboard from how fast you can click the buttons. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of keyboard. There's many pros and cons of keyboard. One of them being, again, faster button click times. You have to barely click some of the mechanical keyboards and the button will automatically react as a fast time, so you can easily have an advantage building over players. Another con about keyboard and mouse is the mouse can flick very fast, giving you advantage over opponents on long shots. Some cons about keyboard and mouse is your aim might not be as good with rifles and SMGs. Now, you can improve this by aim training, and there's many aim training maps out there that can improve for keyboard and mouse. So it's not that you would just have bad aim. You could get it just as good as controller players, but your mouse will probably have better aim with shotguns than spray guns, which will give the controller player a little more advantage with the long distance. A couple cons for controller is that you really do not have faster mechanics than most keyboard players. Unless the keyboard player has just switched, you are not going to have faster mechanics, and mechanics are obviously a huge part of the game. If you are a controller player, you would probably be better at zero build with the fast aim that controller gives for zero build. That's not saying if you're on controller you can't have fast mechanics, because we have seen pros who play claw and are insane on controller. So if you are going to be on controller, I would say definitely play claw. This might take some time to learn, but it's 100% worth it in the end when you come into a big fight in tournaments. So to conclude the big question, should you switch to keyboard and mouse? It is very much a preference. As I would recommend, if you are switching to PC from console, I think you should 100% try to switch to keyboard. This may take a couple weeks, so you have to be very patient and consistent practice, but if you do, you will find most players like drones and you might have a better chance of going pro. Now, this means if you are on keyboard and you want to switch to controller, which is very uncommon, I have a couple words for you. If you are bad at keyboard and you're already on keyboard, you should switch and try to play some more zero build and try to do zero build tournaments as they pay the same. And work on your aim and consistency on controller. This sums it up. I think if you are in console and you already play controller, I think you should try to practice consistently with keyboard. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.